Welcome you here to Mid-Ohio for the NTT IndyCar Series. It's Go Fast Day, qualifying session right now for the Honda Indy 200 here at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Simon Pagenaud, a championship winning and Indy 500 winning driver. This doesn't get any more graphic or scary than this in IndyCar racing.
Catastrophic brake failure. This is video you haven't seen. Catastrophic brake failure leads to this catastrophic barrel rolling crash into the runoff in turn 4 through the sand trap. Pagenaud was able to walk away under his own power with some assistance from the AMR safety team, but is not cleared for this qualifying session, Dylan, as driver recovers and team rebuilds a brand new car for today.
Yeah.
I talked about it in practice this morning. James Rosenquist has been driving with some aggression the last few weekends. I think he knows that the only way out of the slight hole he's been in the last probably 18 months is to just fight his way out. He's doing that with aggressive racecraft, great qualifying performances, but he just seems untethered right now in a very good way.
I think when you're in a contract year, every race weekend is essentially an audition, is a job interview, as his countryman Marcus Ericsson all the way to the top. Those Ganassi cars hooked up right now.
Currently Q1 on pit tire.
Newgarden is on the outside looking in. He's close to 6th spot. 30 seconds left on the clock. He could get this one and have another.
Oh, he just found about a 10th there in turn 5 and 6. Now down slightly.
See how it ebbs and flows as you go through this section of the racetrack. It's all about compromise here. One corner to go before
big.
the alt-start finish line. Commit to that throttle, son.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
He's got another lap, though. He's got time on his side if he wants to go again.
No, he's backed off. He doesn't have the tires on his side. Might not have the fuel on his side either, and a P8 in the session for him. That'll be disappointing. Same for Alexander Rossi down there in 7th. Didn't see that coming.
The Indy 500 winner in the PPG Chevy will go no further. David Malukas does. How about that? Alexander Rossi's out of the car with a shake of his head. So that is not the session that Arrow McLaren were looking for. 2 of their 3 out.
Shocker. As Rossi has to process what just happened, and I wonder if he knows where that time is.
He's been stuck in this realm in qualifying. We've seen it a lot. Saturdays have just haven't been their days. Sundays, they managed to pull out some very strong performances, but you look back over the season, 12th, 3rd at Texas, then 11th, 10th, 7th at the 500, 13th. Road America was his first road course start inside the top 5.
And Newgarden will not be happy.
All right, let's balance things out a little bit because we have spent more than a fair share of time talking about the woes at Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan. In that session, out is Joseph Newgarden, the Indianapolis 500 winner. Out is Pato O'Ward, championship contender. Alexander Rossi, Indy 500 winner. And in is Jack Harvey.
No, it's a huge performance. Just a great effort from Jack Harvey's teammate Graham Rahal was 7th in practice. Like you said, a lot of these drivers have been showing good pace. Unfortunately for these drivers, the pace was not there. Track in the country into turn 9, I think one of the hardest corners in motorsports.
A little wide at the apex there, but I think it'll be good enough. Armstrong goes to 3rd.
So it's a Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan 1-2 at the moment. How long will it stay that way? Grosjean goes 3rd.
Kirkwood's on one. He crosses the line. P1 for Kyle Kirkwood at 105.7.
That's the time that Lundgaard probably could have done. So the 5.7, the marker right now, but where is Will Power? Up 2 tenths to Herta right now, almost 3 tenths as he comes down into the valley.
Dixon to P2. It's shuffling. All of a sudden, the task is getting more difficult to make that top 6. Herta goes to P3.
And before you know it, Christian Lundgaard has fallen down to 4th. Power goes 5th with a 5.9. VK on a lap.
Rahal is on that fine line. Time is up. Flying laps count.
A lot of close calls, but nobody really on an impressive lap at the moment. Grosjean's close.
Now it's fallen the wrong way for Grosjean there.
And VK, he's a 10.5, more than a 10.5 off at this stage here in the Bitnile Chevy. Screaming down the back stretch to turn 4. It would have to be something miraculous to claw that back from here.
on pace to do roughly the same lap time that he's posted. He's going to at least try to stick a couple hundredths out of it, maybe a tenth, get himself ahead of Grosjean, but it doesn't look like it's going the right direction for him. Callum Ilott on not a terrible lap right now. Oh, never mind, that just jumped out in a big way.
Talk about a breath of fresh air. All three Team RLL Hondas go to the fast 12. What a relief for that team that has endured so much frustration this year. Team co-owners Bobby Rahal and Mike Lanigan, well, they insisted on some change and some answers, and whatever they did inside the new four walls at Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan at their new race shop, it's working.
It's progress, for sure. Now, they've been strong on the permanent road courses like we talked about, so they're going to be looking for, is there anything we can glean from this track at Mid-Ohio where it's a little bit bumpier than, say, Barber or Indianapolis that we could take to the next race on the streets of Toronto as Grosjean climbs out, fist bump to the crew. 7th, not horrible. He'll be on the cusp of the top 12 to start tomorrow's race, but it's got to be frustrating to look up and see your two teammates comfortably transferring.
Downhill. Turn 4. It's getting better for Rahal, 4.5 tenths,
yep.
Half a second now.
That still puts him in that 6-3, but you build a lot of time here with new fronts up 6 tenths now. This might put him in a high 105.
Coming to the line.
Nice early aggressive throttle application out of turn 9 there. 105.9. That's a solid lap for the 15.
Very good stuff from Graham Rahal. Now here come the challenges. Final minute of the fast 12 to see who's going to make the Firestone fast 6. Pelot to P3. Dixon to 2. Make that Kirkwood in P2.
Everybody at that 5-9 realm as Power comes along. Lundgaard goes to the top. Will Power should have a big one here.
44 seconds left and Power gets to 6th.
Don't know if 6 is going to be enough right now. Will Power at a 106.159. Felix Rosenquist comes in just below that. He's in 7th right now.
What about the defending race winner, Scott McLaughlin? Ericsson jumps to 7th with just 23 seconds left.
In the green for Colton Herta here with a few corners to go. Now just turn 9. If he keeps it steady, he should be in the top 6.
Nailed that final apex, did Colton, but he lost a bit of a gap there. No, he goes to the top, 105.8. Excellent lap from Colton Herta.
Both the Team Penske guys are in the green, but it's tight, super tight. Power and McLaughlin are up against it here. The clock is at 0. This is their last shot at it.
And that's 2 Ganassi cars that they would potentially bump out. First one across the line, there goes Dixon and now Pelot. If they don't improve their times, both of those cars could be a risk here from these Penskes.
Yeah, not a quicker lap from Alex Pelot. So right now, Power's got a shot to bump Pelot out of the top 6. So does McLaughlin. Power with a beautiful 4-wheel drift. Is it going to be enough, though?
Not quite.
That's crazy. Will Power has not made a Firestone Fast 6 this year. For the king of qualifying. Unfortunately, that trend continues. What about McLaughlin?
It's close, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think so, guys.
And McLaughlin crosses the line. He's in the red. No Team Penske drivers in the Firestone Fast 6.
But 2 Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing entries. What a performance from that group. What a bounce back.
Ripping through turn 1 is Alex Pelot.
So too is Graham Rahal. 2 tenths, almost 3 tenths to the good on his teammate. We join Rahal now. Backside of the track, turn 9.
And his teammate was on one about the same pace, but just lost a bunch of time. Graham across the line.
Can you imagine if Graham Rahal gets pole position at Mid-Ohio? He goes to the top at a 106.3, but there's more heat coming with Kyle Kirkwood.
Oh, yeah, that would be incredible. This is Dixon, PNC Bank Honda. Coming to the line right there. Where does that put Scott? Jumps his way to P3. Final minute coming up. This is Lundgaard.
Lundgaard looks to be well off on this lap.
He'll have one more shot. That's it. This is Alex Pelot.
It's close.
How good is the lap? Good enough to go to P2. Graham Rahal still on top with all the challenges coming, like Kyle Kirkwood.
Nice early throttle application out of turn 6 for Kirkwood. Half a tenth to the good. Can he hold on to it in 9?
Hit his marks just perfectly in turn 9 at the apex. Kyle Kirkwood, second.
No, 1/100th of a second is the difference.
Look at how close it is, though, with Palou, Lundgaard, and Herta still on flyers.
This is going to be a thriller. Final 10 seconds coming up, and all the flying laps count.
And if you're Graham Rahal, that's what you want to see, all red on the tree below you.
This is crazy. To be able to do it at this place, that would be incredible.
I think he's safe to Lundgaard. Lundgaard got a little bit wide at the apex of turn 6.
Palou, Herta, they're both just trending the wrong way. Herta just picked up a little bit of a chunk there. Oh, it's getting close with Colton Herta.
Check this out. Palou comes over to finish. It goes green for Herta.
Wow.
Alex Palou will not start on the front row. Colton Herta could spoil the Graham Rahal party. Does he? Yes, he does. The Gainbridge Honda to the top.
What?
The strategy paid off perfectly.
What a lap from Colton Herta, and what a strategy call from the 26 stand. High fives all around.
The pole winning call. Second here for Colton Herta at Mid-Ohio. Second this season, number 11 in his very young career. So tell me about the thought process. Some went to used reds, including your teammate. You decided for the primaries. There's Kyle Kirkwood. Good run for him. How did you get it done?
I mean, it was a tough call. It seemed like reds and blacks were pretty close on second run and new. So it wasn't an easy one, but you know, they gave me a good car that was good on both tire compounds, so we had the option to run both. And yeah, the Gainbridge Honda was flying, and yeah, just really happy to get 2 in a row.
Hey, it's a good birthday present for your new strategist, Uncle Rob Edwards, the COO of Andretti. Happy 60th birthday, Rob, right?
Yeah, he's still around here. I'm glad that he's still here and not retired. But yeah, can't wait for tomorrow. Obviously, with Rob on the stand, hopefully we can get him an even better birthday present, and that's a win.
I got a trophy for you here, the NTT Pole Award presented to you. Colton Herta leads the field to the green at Mid-Ohio tomorrow afternoon on USA.